What's up, y'all? It's your girl Brandy from Stay Snatched, and I'm back at it again with another Marry Me recipe. This one is for meatballs. This Tuscan style cream sauce is still to die for. This time I'm serving it over meatballs with my homemade mashed potatoes. For the ingredients, I have breadcrumbs, spices, an egg, and some ground beef. You can also use ground turkey, ground chicken. You can also buy frozen pre-cooked meatballs at the store and just make my cream sauce if you want. I'm using real Parmesan Reggiano cheese. I grated it myself. I highly recommend it, along with a few spices, some butter and flour, along with spinach, sun-dried tomatoes, and a little bit of heavy cream. You can also use half and half if you wish. To make the meatballs, I'm going to combine the ground beef, an egg, the breadcrumbs, and all of those spices in a bowl. You can get detailed measurements for everything that I'm using in the description box below, but I'm just gonna gently combine these ingredients. You don't wanna over mix them. That's gonna make your meatballs tough, and we want these to be tender and juicy. So I just use a silicone spoon and I lightly combine the ingredients, and then I'm just going to use this scoop to get these evenly sized so that they cook at a consistent temperature. And I have these in a 12-inch skillet that was large enough to hold all of these. I had 1 pound of meat here. So I'm gonna add these to the skillet and I'm going to sear these over medium heat. I'm gonna sear both sides of these. You can also bake or air fry these if you don't wanna cook them on the stove. I'll put some instructions in the description box below for how to do that. But I'm just gonna sear both sides of these for a few minutes. That's gonna lock in those spices. And from there, I'm going to add just a little bit of broth to the pan. And then I'm gonna place the lid on the pan and adjust the heat to low. I'm gonna let these cook for 10 to 15 minutes or however long it takes for them to fully cook through. You want them to reach at least an internal temperature of 160 degrees using a meat thermometer. So once those are cooked, I'm gonna take them out and then add in my butter and flour. I'm gonna combine these two. This is gonna create a roux. It's going to thicken up our cream sauce. And I left a lot of those meatball drippings in there because that's gonna add so much flavor to this cream sauce. That's the same way you make gravy. When you make gravy, a lot of the flavor comes from the drippings from the meat that you cooked. And so now I'm gonna add in that cream and give everything a stir. Then I'm gonna go in with some garlic, Italian seasoning, and some salt and pepper. I'm gonna add those spices and give everything a stir. This is where you want to taste repeatedly, adjust those spices as necessary. This is how your cream sauce is gonna taste, so you wanna make sure that you taste it beforehand. Then I'm gonna add in just a little bit of broth along with that freshly grated Parmesan cheese and the sun-dried tomatoes. I'm gonna stir everything. The sauce is going to thicken up a little bit more, and then I'm gonna toss in my spinach. That spinach is going to wilt down perfectly. It gives this dish the perfect pop of color, and then you also have some green leafy vegetables in there as well. It's truly a win-win. So just continue to stir until that spinach wilts down and that cream sauce thickens up. Look at the texture on this. It is called Marry Me for a reason. If you haven't checked out my other Marry Me recipes, then you totally should. I have Marry Me chicken soup, Marry Me salmon, and Marry Me chicken pasta. I almost forgot about that one. So then I'm gonna add the meatballs back and I'm going to drench those in this cream sauce. You're gonna serve these with whatever side dish you like with more sauce. I hope you guys make this recipe and enjoy.